identification are fingerprint and facial recognition for seamless identification. For example, AI in rural economics. How AI is helpful in rural economics, like government assistance. AI is helpful in subsidy allocation and identifying it enhances efficiency in poverty elevation programs like precision farming, AI solutions for weather forecasting, pest decision, soil analysis, and etc. What are the challenges we face in implementation of the AI? Like digital literacy, infrastructure gaps, like data privacy concerns, algorithm bias, job displacement. Coming to digital literacy, like low digital skills in rural. Most of the people in rural areas are uneducated, so they face these problems. Like infrastructure gaps comes to like no proper internet connection, electricity, and smartphones also. Data privacy. Most of the risks are associated with data privacy, like risk of misuse of the data. Algorithm bias, potential exclusion of certain communities due to biased AI models. Job displacement, concerns around automation and its effects on rural jobs. How we can address this AI challenge? Enhance technical skills, public-private partnership for training and education. Building digital infrastructure by investment in internet connectivity and mobile technology. Ethical AI and regulation by implementing fair AI practices and protecting users' data. Finally, I conclude that AI can bridge financial gaps in rural areas through mobile banking, biometric IDs, and smart credit scoring, making banking more accessible. However, challenges like digital literacy and data privacy need attention. With the right policies and collaboration, this can be overcome. AI can drive economic growth and financial stability for underserved communities. Thank you.
Well presented. My request is that, so any few examples for the poverty elevation relating to the AI. Any example?
Yes. Like mobile banking. Program.
So you are presenting well, but theoretically is good, but practically you have to improve that. Thank you.
Next participant, G. Chandana, AMS Code of Information. Topic is a study on the role of AI in the forecasting sustainable in the financial sector.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, G. Chandana from AMS School of Informatics. As my topic is a study on the role of artificial intelligence in fostering sustainability, mainly of the financial sector. There are three complex words in this title, that is finance, sustainability, as well as artificial intelligence. Bridging the gap between these three and coming up with a new environmental friendly investment strategies, how it can be helpful to the society and the challenges and the opportunities that have been faced in this topic are going to be discussed in this piece. Introduction. Sorry for that disturbance. The main study focus, as I have mentioned before, the three complex words in this research study that bridges the gap between the finance and the sustainability. What actually is stopping the sustainability in finance? What are the opportunities and challenges that are being faced? Are being discussed. The objectives understand the art. To examine the role of AI in enhancing global sustainability within the finance sector, focusing on ESG mainly. As we talk about sustainability, ESG plays a main role. That is environment, social, and governance. That is our main role. And second is to identify the opportunity and challenges for the AI in leveraging the financial sector. Research methodology. This is purely based on the descriptive analysis, as I have taken data from the various reports that have been produced by the financial industries as well as the industries which are striving to provide some sustainability in finance, like JP Morgan and IMF. Sustainability and artificial intelligence. We have known artificial intelligence as intelligence which thinks like human, works like human, but how it can be helpful in sustainability. Sustainability, that is ESG in finance. Like finance, when we talk about finance, there are certain things like investments, portfolios, and think about the future where the portfolios align to the profits, but as well as the sustainability, using artificial intelligence, that is risk mitigation. We are going to discuss about AI's role in ESG analysis. AI analysis raises data to improve the accuracy of ESG score models. So in any finance industry, there is a data which has to be finalized and processed through any other means, which poses as a challenge for any company to move on to the next step. The improved accuracy helps investors make more informed decisions. AI is known for data-driven decisions, which helps the investor not only talk about the investment profits, but also make the decisions which are more sustainable and aligned with their profit motives. AI-powered NLP, that is the language processing and ML algorithms detect greenwashing. Detecting greenwashing ensures companies' sustainability claims are genuine. Risk management, predicting and mitigating risk. AI-powered predictive analysis. When we talk about finance, there is the other term involved, that is risk. There is finance, there is risk. So how AI is going to tolerate this risk and help the investors? That is AI-powered predictive analysis. AI is known for its predictive analysis, not only helping the finance, but also major sectors such as MNC. Anticipating ESG risks. The companies and investors can use the AI in anticipating the risks which are involved in incorporating the ESG into their financial model. Proactive risk mitigation. As we are talking about the AI, which is known for the data-driven things, which can be used for risk mitigation. How exactly is it going to be used? We know many other AI tools which are being used by many companies for the sustainability. I talk about the proactive risk management. The risks which are going to be taken place in the industry can be talking about it before, that is proactive mitigation, and analyze historical data and market risk. The major work of AI. When we analyze the historical data, which helps us into knowing the glimpse into the future in a more realistic approach. Incorporate ESG factors. Align financing with sustainability objectives. The end objective of any of these roles is to align their objectives with ESG. AI's impact on sustainable investment strategy. AI optimizes investment portfolios based on ESG criteria, allowing financial institutions to create sustainable portfolios. That means, while I was talking before, where do you think portfolios, we think not only the profit alignment, but also the environment alignment. AI-powered robo-advisors can personalize sustainable investment strategies, making them more accessible to the wider audience. there were situations, there were times when people were not aware of the investment strategies. Now people are aware of these through social media and AI and all. So this point talks about the robo advisors, that is AI, to know more about the investment opportunities that are available to audiences, which makes the investment aspect more wider than before. AI promotes impact investing by evaluating the long-term sustainability performance of companies and projects, driving capital towards positive social and environmental outcomes. Now we talk about the opportunities and challenges which are actually bridging the gap between the sustainability that is needed in the finance, that is improving ESG analysis. When we talk about ESG, it is easy to usually tell that ESG is more compatible, ESG is very useful in finance. But when it comes to integration of ESG into the industry is way more complex that it is read about. Risk management. There are certain risks that are involved in presenting this, that is integrating the AI, that is it can be data security, privacy, and cyber reasons which can be talked about more, which can be analyzed more into providing the trust between the stakeholders, which in turn leads to the more investment strategies. Sustainable investment. Data limitation and biases, lack of legal frameworks, complexity of sustainability, stakeholder success transparency. That's what I was talking about. These are all the challenges which stop the industry, stop the people from actually aligning with the sustainability. Finally, AI is revolutionizing sustainable finance, supercharging ESG analysis, risk management, and responsible investing. Even when the AI is striving to be there, but there are opportunities and challenges. Where there are opportunities, there are challenges. Challenges are making a major role on the opportunities, which are like overshadowing the opportunities which are available for the investors and the companies, which in turn lead to the decreased motivation among them. AI empowers proactive risk management, helping anticipate and mitigate. Even when the risks are being anticipated and market trends are being analyzed and historical data is being understood, but there is still a complex understanding and a complex procedure, and the trust of the stakeholders and the complexity in integrating it stops people from actually thinking about this concept. We talk about a lot of sustainability, AI, but it is actually a major role, but still stops whenever taking a decision for the sustainability. It's still seen as the underlying reason. AI fuels sustainable and impacting investing and enabling data-driven portfolios and long-term sustainability assessment. However, AI's potential is hampered by data limitation, algorithm biases, regulatory uncertainties, and impacting the fairness and validity of assessments. AI, finance, and sustainability. These are the three complex things that are need to be understood. And I conclude is that opportunities are challenges both hand in hand. As in this research, I have seen the challenges are overshadowing the opportunities which are available to the sustainability. But I think overcoming these challenges through providing the AI more, turning the AI into integrating into the finance by making it more understandable to the audiences. Because audiences, we coming from the different backgrounds, we are not able to understand the potential AI has. We know that AI is useful to base and projects and everything, but are we able to see the greater picture? This research talk about the greater that is the potential that AI has, the overshadowing the opportunities, overshadowing the challenges that are being taken place. I'll talk about it. Thank you so much.
Any areas can raise question? Just I want to ask only one question. Your own contribution is there on that paper? Any own idea you have presented on the paper?
Yes, sir, the opportunities and the challenges and how AI is actually taking its toll, the potential AI has. Thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity where I can talk about the ongoing technology AI and the booming industry finance and bridging the gap. Thank you so much.
I'd like to call up this Dr. D. Tirumala Rao, Associate Professor of Vice Principal, Indian Institute of Management and Commerce, Autonomous, titled is A Study on the Spirit of Financial Inclusion with Respect to Stock Exchange in India.
Good afternoon, dignitaries, students, and the convener and co-convener management of City College. I am here to present a paper on social stock exchange. So far, we might have come across the papers with artificial intelligence and financial inclusion, green investments and all. But to invest and develop the community, first of all, we require funds. So a small attempt has been made with a small diversion on social stock exchange. See, community development anywhere, any country, plays a very vital role impacting their social needs, productivity, human resources, intelligence, growth of the industries, for all which we require money. Funding plays a very vital role, and every time we cannot depend on government funding, insisting government to provide funds. So a new concept has been developed, that is social stock exchange. Yes. So financial inclusion aims at making availability of funds and equal opportunity to access the financial services to the needy in the society. SEBI has approved this formation of SSE, that is Social Stock Exchange, on September 28, 2021. And this will act as a medium between social enterprises and the fund providers that can accelerate and select those entities that are creating measurable social impact and reporting such impact. And this stock exchange encompasses the non-profit organizations and non-profit companies under the ambit of social enterprises. These organizations are short of funds, support wherein the SSC will raise the capital through zero bonds, zero coupon bonds, equity mutual funds, and development bonds. This paper emphasizes on the emerging trend of financial inclusion with reference to social stock exchange and its relevance in the pandemic period. And the unique features are leveraging legacy structures, that is a segment, this is a segment under NSE and BSE. This is not a separate entity, and when it comes to inclusivity, it allows listing of non-profit and for-profit organizations under the ambit of NSE, and the set to ensure transparency and impact measurements, the definitions and standards. And capacity building fund aims to help NGOs and stakeholders to mitigate SSC and bring awareness. And zero coupon bonds, zero principal instruments are those instruments bringing transparency, credibility, and no interest and principal return, and enhancing the trust in donations. And social auditors, that is social impact assessors, will audit these stock exchanges. And when it comes to a review of literature, this is a new concept that has been introduced in the Union Budget released by Nirmala Sitharaman in 2019 and 20, the social stock exchange. There is a need to focus on its concept, role, and significance in uplifting the society from poverty and unemployment. Hence, there is a need to study the concept and the role of stock exchange in this Indian scenario. And based on the need for the study and review of literature, the objectives are to study the concept and role and to analyze its role in funding the organizations for the upliftment of society. And the research methodology is purely based on secondary data. And these are the various list of NPOs registered under NSE and BSE as well. That is Association of Business Women in Commerce and Industry, Blink Foundation, Cancer Control Mission, Development Management Foundation, Empretic India Foundation, Foundation for Ecological and Environmental Sustainability Trust, Green India Trust, ISAP India Foundation, People's Rural Education Movement, and Udyam Learning Foundation are some of the social stock exchanges which have been listed in NSE and BSE. And the data analysis has been made based on a separate segment of February 22nd. The Bombay Stock Exchange received SEBI approval on December 20th to introduce the SSE as a separate segment on BSE. As on 2024, NSE registered NPO and BSE has 57 registered NPOs. The number has increased over years and there is a positive growth in the registration. This increases the accessibility of CSR funds to NPOs and in turn ensures the transparency and accountability in the performance of these organizations. And the private funds for the social sector in India have been moved from financial year 2011 to 25,000 to 40,000 and then 60,000, and it has come to 70,000 crore. And this is before registration and after registration. The funds are like this. The name of the NPO, that is Mukti, 2021 funds and 22-23. United Way of Delhi, Udyam, Swami Vivekananda Youth Movement, and Roots to Roots. These are the funds before registration of those NPOs and after registration. And the percentage increase after registration 92.05, 1351.6, 94.994, 113.59 and 160.664 percentage increase in donations before and after registration. And United Way of Delhi has received a considerable increase in donations, whereas Mukti and Udyam has small decline in donation amounts. And social stock exchange in the international domain has set up in UK, Canada, Singapore and Brazil. However, at presently, Jamaican, Singaporean and Canadian and British SSE are in operation. And SEBI Working Group Report 2020 for establishment of SSE has acknowledged the loopholes and instrumental drawbacks of such global SSEs. There is also breadth of adequate and meaningful literature and analysis of SSEs and their implication in civil society, with SSE being largely studied from lens of impact investment. In the recent survey conducted by British Council, it is revealed that 57% of the entities surveyed that access to debt or equity is a huge barrier to growth and sustainability. And what will we require this social stock exchange for global phenomena? As we are moving from local to global, we require funds to develop the community and the country. Community in general and community in particular and country in general. And accessibility to capital from various resources and making funds cheaper available to NGOs which are participating in the community development and balanced social order, good economic returns to the country and qualitative functioning of SSCs depends on government policies and need for a robust system of social stock exchange and proper regulations by SEBI is required to bring it into more limelight. And we require building public confidence on SSCs, awareness on social stock exchange among the investors, common understanding on various metrics to be considered to make SSCs more stronger. Proper documentation and information should be provided. Research and development cell should focus on its issues and challenges with reference to SSCs. And there is a scope for further research. Research is a continuous phenomena with new problem identification from time to time. Social stock exchange is giving a wide scope for the research scholars to analyze the investors' behavior on investment patterns of social enterprises and the listed social enterprises, not-for-profit organization and public fundings. Thank you for this opportunity.
Lengthy presentation.
Yes.
Any audience can make question? Social stock exchange.
Yes.
So it is what way related to sustainable development?
Sir, we require funds, isn't it?
Okay.
See, even we require, to make any green initiatives, always we are depending on funding from the government, isn't it? So, the private investors can come forward and stand between the government and these activity-based agencies and provide fund, and which will in turn develop the society. Once the society is developed, many other initiatives can be taken, and that will increase the returns of the country also, for which we require social stock exchange.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is all not analyzed, ma'am. Definitely I'll enhance in my paper. Thank you very much for the suggestion.
Our next participant, Srikant Kasiveni, JRF Scholar, UCCBM, Osmania University, up-circled for a sustainable approaches towards sustainable development growth of Vikasit Bharat.
Very good afternoon. And I have not created any PPT. Just my idea of paper is very much interlinked with the seminar theme sustainable economic growth through innovation, infrastructure, and industrialization. And my idea is to create an awareness on upcycled food and upcycled fashion, a path towards sustainability and Vikasit Bharat. And when we are talking about upcycled food, in earlier times, in every homemaker will practice this. We will do rest of the rice, remaining rice in our households, that will become what you say, pakul or something. Yeah. That inspired me to write this paper on upcycled food, a sustainable approach towards Vikasit Bharat. This upcycled food contribute to SDG 2, 12 and 8. Mainly the upcycled food can contribute to responsible consumption and productivity. Everyone is talking about sustainability. But what about the adaptability of sustainability? We have to adapt. That my idea of this paper is to create an awareness so that anybody can consume responsibly. Responsibility consumption means we are talking about responsibility that is not enough for creation of Vikasit Bharat. Let's say when one of my professors or any professors is conducting Vikasit Bharat sustainable finance program, but while implementing the programs we are lacking in implementing sustainability practices. So how can we justify the same nothing? And when we are talking about sustainable fashion, that means we are creating waste, generating wealth out of waste. That is the theme of upcycled fashion. And most of the companies are practicing it. I will tell you as examples: Beyond Retro, Redone, and Zero Waste Daniel, Car Shop. These are some industries practicing such upcycled fashion. And we have totally 6 hours to followed in upcycled fashion. What is One is reduce, reuse, and recycle. And then when we have to look at sustainability, we have to rethink, refuse, and repair. We have to use the products to the optimum life of the product. Let's say one of my friends is having 20 pairs of shoes. 20 pairs of shoes. And still he is talking about sustainability. How will you just? When you are consuming, over-consuming, the industry is also overproducing, which in terms not suitable for Vikasit Bharat. So my advice is to limit your consumption, consume responsibly, and produce responsibly. Thank you so much.
Consuming of shoes. It is affecting the auto industry. Don't you agree?
But without compromising our sustainability is achieved.
Okay.
I'd like to inform the next upcoming participants. Please conclude in 5 minutes. Okay. Next participant, P. Mallikarjuna Swami, Government City College. Topic is a study on sustainable agriculture.
Good afternoon to all of you. Honorable dignitaries and ladies and gentlemen. My topic is sustainable agriculture. As we know that agriculture is the future, that is the subtitle of my topic. Yeah guys, let me explain that why the agriculture plays a key role. Because of only for the scarcity, is it right? Yes. So, for one second. Sustainable agriculture is the most important in the world because of nowadays we are using only the chemical fertilizers in the instead of organic farming. Because of this, the farmer in my study was let me explain about the sustainable. My topic is sustainable agriculture. Yeah, why the sustainable agriculture is playing a key role in nowadays. Agriculture is the future. Without agriculture, we can't survive. In the starting of the independence of India, let me think that 1947, at that time, the more GDP generated from the agriculture sector only. Now, still also in the COVID time, the 3% GDP was increased by the agriculture sector only. This is the stats which I gathered from the sources of the Google. And definition of the sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is nothing but simply saying that traditional farming. We are not using any chemical fertilizers. We are using only the organic fertilizers, which improves the quality of the quantity, whatever it may be, in the agricultural sector. Now let me go my study based on the 4 points. If we studying or if we researching anything, anywhere, any topic, which is the any 4 topics which is regarding the topic. Number 1, whether it's existed or not. If it is existed, then how it will be how it is ending or ended. Second thing, if it is ended or ending, what we should do to do in the further. What are the methods we should follow in that I am using these methods. Now, it is not a new to world. Sustainable agriculture is not a new to world. We are seeing how many of my grandfathers are doing the organic farming. Now, let me my generation, it is the farming of only chemical fertilizers. Because of that, we are using chemical fertilizers, right? Yeah. Now, it is not a sustainable agriculture is not a new to this world. It is from the ancient period, or we know that. Let me think. We forgot of. Before 1947, we know the Hyderabad state like Mir Usman Ali Khan is the king at the Hyderabad principal states. So he is the person ruled the 10 years world's richest person. I hope that you will may source in Google. World's richest person. How he would be become only in the revenue generated from the agricultural sector only. If you see at the time, we know that how we are growing the crops. The mostly we are famous for the organic time at the period. Now it is an ancient Egypt, Indica and fact Indian traditional farming. Mostly the famous worldwide famous is Indian trading farming. And also in the olden books like Vedas, Upanishads, there are also clearly mentioned that organic farming. Let I mean research on that. I have not seen any further books. Just I am research on that books to gather the books. Now, how it was destroyed or how it was ending sustainable agriculture day by day. Because of those, day by day the sustainable agriculture is decreasing due to the farmer desires. The farmer wants nowadays the cost of the living is increasing due to unnecessary items we are brought in. Any item we can use it. Now, the farmer desires one of the most reason by decreasing the sustainable agriculture or organic farming, whatever it name you have. So, why the farmer was desiring more products, more productivity, more money? Because of the farmer wants to live with a happily and he wants more luxurious. Today nowadays we are thinking that. So, the farmer wants to live highly, they want more money. How the more money we get? If we use the organic farming, we not get such a more productivity. Definitely now we can't get the more productivity. If we instant organic farming, we can use the chemical products which give the more productivity within a short period. If organic product will take long period to take a crop. Before, if we use chemical products, it is short to take some products. So the farmer was using that product. While we are eating that products, we have the genuine problems or something problems we are facing right now. In the females, there was the Telugu under garbhasanchi pillal kaakunda something problems face చేస్తూ ఉంటుంది. So let me that sustainable agriculture is important. How it was important? There are three main reasons. First one is environmental, second is economic, third one is the social acceptance, the social sustainability, whatever it is. So how the environmental importance? Let me think that we are using the organic materials, it will be okay to all. It will not destroy any, it will not pollute any air pollution and nothing will be polluted. While we are using chemical products, it will decrease the soil erosion and also the groundwater levels will be decreased automatically. And also guys, there was the groundwater levels also polluted and water quality will be decreases. At that time we are using pesticides, it will pollute the climate changes. We are not using any organic materials, so the soil quality will be decreases and there was no zinc in the soil. So the agriculture will be almost attempting the diseases, but insects or any other diseases. So economy. Once upon a time we are now only discussed that Mir Usman Ali Khan is the richest person 10 years from the previous, whether Hyderabad is a separate state, princely state. So it is depend upon the economy. So how the economy grows by agriculture only. In 1947, after the independence also, India was the strongest country with the economy was. So social acceptance, social sustainability. How it is? If we use the organic products, the life expectancy rate will be increased. We are not facing any diseases truly. If we are using the chemical products, which definitely we are it means nothing but sickness. If we take one of the injection day by day, at the before this generation 1947, at the period only, there was no proper medical facilities. But how they are living, how they are standards, what they are fitness due to the organic products. And also in the olden days they lived up to 110 years. Now we are just, it is the 60 is enough for this generation. Now promoting sustainable agriculture. Yes, in our overall India, except all 28 states, 8 union territories, only one of the state which promoting the organic state. It is the brother of India, nothing but Sikkim. And also Sikkim is the famous for the organic products. The government was promoting the organic products. If you ask me one question, the Indian government or any other government is not promoting organic products? Yes, of course, they are promoting, central government giving subsidies in the organic products. But there was a one mistake. The government giving products, okay, the government giving subsidies, whatever it may be, but the government not giving MSP to the farmers who are cultivating the organic farming. The government also putting the same prices to the both products. So the farmer what wants to, he want product more, so he want money more. The government wants to give the government wants to give the MSP for the separate organic farming. The farmers also increasing to, and he also divert to the chemical fertilizers to organic fertilizers. So the government wants to promote that. Recently I viewed that agricultural crisis maybe 2022 I think so in Sri Lanka. Why it was happens is the government totally banned the chemical fertilizers. In that country, government totally banned chemical fertilizers. So government banned total chemical fertilizers. The productivity is low. So the country was facing the economic crisis and also food crisis. So which leads to the food crisis. Definitely our government will be, I hope that the government will be put the same MSP to the organic farming, will be increases, the farmers automatically divert to the organic farming. I know that conclusion is nothing but my research is continuing. Due to I doing the research in the Vedas books like Rig Veda and Atharvana Veda, which located the books are related to the olden books, and also there was clearly mentioned something about how to cure the diseases. So I am researching that. So truly this my research, the government wants to give the minimum price to the organic farming, and also we know that what are the problems we are facing nowadays, and also that the pollutants, water pollutants and air pollutants, climate change which we can reduce in the sustainable agriculture. And any questions?
Any questions from audience? Okay.
Our next participant, MD Chand, GDC Government Degree College, Shadnagar. Topic is sustainable supply chain.
Good afternoon. I am MD Government Degree College, Shadnagar. My topic is sustainable supply chain. Supply chain. What is it? Supply chain. What's a supply chain? Delivering a product to your doorstep? Saving nature? What? From my side, it's an essential element for a company to deliver the product safely to a consumer. The supply chain was very bad in early stages of 2012 and 15. After that, internationally it was overlooked, and many meetings were regarding that. Globally, decisions were taken regarding that. But in 2017, internationally it hyped. Recently, as per my research, the key drivers of that are consumer. The consumer today is environmentally conscious. They are conscious regarding what the company is giving us, how kind of service is it providing to us. And second, the government. The government is also putting a lot of pressure to the companies. If we pollute, for example, Flipkart or Amazon, recently I received a parcel. If the plastic, the delivery package is of not a good quality or not of a good nature, it's harming the nature. And as well as a part of nature, the business also needs profit. So, as a profit point of view, in starting, it will take a lot of money in investing. But I guarantee after that, the benefits we will receive is more than what we accept. Because a good nature, a good profitability is needed what we wanted. And not only government but also other big companies are requiring this. The public should also support it.
I'd like to call upon Chairperson, Principal Dr. Ramavati Ravi sir. Next, co-chairperson, Dr. D. Muniswamy. And our HOD, Dr. Mallikarjuna Jansi ma'am.
I request Professor Akur Ravi sir, please come on the dais. Please sir, please felicitate our session chair. I request Shirisha ma'am, please ma'am.
Jansi ma'am.
First and foremost, I would like to thank our chairperson and the co-chairperson for their leadership and their guidance throughout the session. And one more thing, so many people have given their insights about different topics. So they have given a number of ideas. So here Manasa have presented about the sustainable banking practices. So she has given the comparative study between a private and a public bank, and insights about the improving financial access with the help of the artificial intelligence have been given by Nikhila, and it was very good idea that AI is included in the financial inclusion, how it is helping for the sustainable development and growth. So she has given a good idea and good insight about the artificial intelligence. And here Chandana has also given about her idea about the insight about the artificial intelligence and how it is fostering the sustainability. And one more person, that is Tirumala Rao sir, IIMC, has given a good insight about the social stock exchange, how it will be helping for the societal development, and the government policy will be helpful. The policies of the government have to be changed for the development of the society. And also Mallikarjuna has given the very good idea, very good insight about the sustainability of agriculture in the agricultural sector. So it has to be environmental sustainability, economical sustainability, and social sustainability. I welcome you all for the next session. Thank you one and all for sharing your ideas on the dais. Thank you one and all.
Dr. Mallikarjuna. I'd like to speak few words, Dr. Ramavati Ravi sir.
Good afternoon to everybody. Today we have 2 days national seminar on sustainable economic growth, innovation, infrastructure and industrialization. As a convener, Mallikarjuna sir, co-convener, Jansi madam, and their team, really the wonderful program. I really heartful congratulations to the entire team. And my guru, Professor Akur Ravi, professor in Mahatma Gandhi University. So I want to share 1 or 2 minutes. So you know very well about that we belong from commerce and management student. So basically, everything is related to the business. So business is a very important institution in the society. You imagine 1 second, without having business, the woman cannot survive with the society. So what business can give? Basically business can give, so supply the goods and services to the customers. So how can supply? Based on the production, manufacturing, and cultivating, they can supply. To take example, so cotton is a raw product. Cotton cultivated by the farmer. Cotton cultivated by the farmer. Either what we are discussing sustainable. Either the cotton cultivated by the sustainable or not, but the cultivated by the farmer. Then after that, second stage, the cotton directly we are not consuming. So somewhat we have to change it. So what we are using dress cloth, so cotton converting into cloth. This complete process done by the business people, the manufacturing process, and one of the researcher has given supply chain. And second thing is that supplying goods, and second, the generation of employment opportunities. Business itself is generating of employment opportunities. Without any business, there is no employment opportunities. If the business is there, directly or indirectly, employment has provided. And third and most important thing is that to satisfy the customer's needs and wants. That is the most important. So without satisfying the customer's needs and wants, one of the students has given sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture means quality of product. So business people can provide the quality of goods and services to the customers. Each and every customers to satisfy when they are consuming quality goods. So one thing I am going to say, what is the sustainable development? Basically, sustainable means to satisfy the needs of the present and future customers without disturbing environment. Without disturbing environment. Simply, sustainable depends on simple principle. Everything that we need for our survival and well-being depends on either directly or indirectly based on the natural environment. So I have to not much wasting your time because the hectic schedule is there. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to call up our co-chairperson, Dr. Muniswamy, to address the gathering.
The convener of this Mallikarjun and the co-convener, Dance Madam Mandala, faculty members, Commerce and Management Studies, and Principal of this college. So the congratulations for the successful almost conducting this national seminar. So the many students are participating. This is one of the most peculiar. Actually, the national seminar means most of the faculty members will involve, but here the students are involved. So this is one peculiar thing. So this means something. The research is motivating among the students. So this kind of the activities should be motivate each and the students to involve in the research activities. So to involve the students for the organizers, congratulations, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir. So thank you.
Very much, sir. Felicitations.
I would like to request Professor Amadarathi sir, please join for the felicitation of our chairperson and co-chair for this technical session. Chairperson Ramavat Ravi sir, Co-Chair Munish Bobby sir, Rapporteur Shirisha ma'am, and all the participants from the various colleges for presenting your paper, and the different faculty from the different colleges. Thank you all. Now it is the end of this technical session. Now there is a lunch break. After the lunch break, we will have another technical session. The lunch is at ground floor, Department of Commerce. At Commerce Department, there is a lunch. Please join for the lunch.